2 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. This is Megan Williams with the National Weather Service in Slidell, Louisiana. And we'll go right into what we're expecting for the week. It's mostly just looks like mainly the slight risk for severe weather overnight tonight into Friday morning. And the main threat with this is going to be the winds, but we'll talk a little bit more specifics in just a minute. Not expecting overly too much rainfall, less than an inch. And most of that would be in the northwest areas, like northwest of Baton Rouge. But then once we get past Friday morning's event, then basically expecting quiet weather through the next week, basically through the end of the next work week. And so we are expecting mild temperatures with that as well. So that's good news. In terms of what to expect overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, I have timing graphic in just a minute. But in general, there's a slight risk for our northwest areas, and then a marginal risk for most of the rest of southeast Louisiana, as well as the eastern portion of South Mississippi. The main thing, again, we're expecting with this is going to be that potential for these stronger wind gusts, potentially up to 60 miles an hour as the system moves through. I will say that we are expecting the system to be weakening as it moves through, and so the biggest risks to see the higher wind speeds is going to be in those northwest areas where that slight risk is. We don't have high confidence in a tornado occurring, but it cannot be ruled out at this point. In terms of the rainfall, there will be the chance for locally higher rainfall, but that's mainly, again, going to be in those northwest areas, and I'll show you the amounts we're expecting in a minute. In terms of the timing, not a lot has changed from what we've been putting on social media and from what we've been sending y'all. Generally looking at, for the western half of the area, 10 p.m. through 4 a.m. It is possible you could see 1 or 2 scattered storms develop like late in the evening. Like between 6 and 10, but the bulk of the line that moves through is going to be between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. tonight for basically everywhere west of I-55, and then for areas east of I-55, it's going to be the main timing is going to be 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. And again, we are expecting it to weaken as it moves through, but there will still be some conditional risk of severe weather for those eastern areas as well. So it's still going to be a bit of a concern, and mainly again with the winds. In terms of the rainfall, not overly concerned about this, but we just wanted to show you what we're expecting, less than an inch total for this system as it moves through, and that's mainly going to be in those northwest areas. And then once we look beyond midday tomorrow, generally it's going to be quite mild. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s for the most part, with lows in the low 60s. The exception is going to be this weekend. The lows, it looks like, going to be in the mid 40s. So no concerns about freezing or anything like that. So generally looks like a pretty quiet week once we get past midday tomorrow.